Welcome back to another episode of Albatello Outdoors. This is Nico, and well, I'm gonna try to go fishing today by myself. Chris is he's got to work, and I have a day off, so I guess I'd figure I'd go out and take on the challenge of a cold front that just swept in. Everybody says that fishing a cold front, it's tough conditions, and it is. But if you know what you're doing and you can figure out the pattern, it could be a good fishing day as well. We had a front roll in last night, and wind picked up a little bit, and it's probably, I'd say, between 55 and 60 degrees outside. Sunny, so I look to try a few cold water baits today. A good search bait to use would be a rattle trap, and I'm gonna go with the red color. Actually, I have a red H2O rattle trap tied on right now, so I'll use that as a search bait, see if I get any reaction strikes with that. Another good cold water bait is a jerk bait, so I'll use a suspending jerk bait, and then the new Shad Rap Shad, which is I think it's a slow rising bait, so you can jerk it and then it'll start to rise. Those are some baits that I might try, and I'm not gonna rule out a top water bite, but I ended up getting a different rod, the Shimano Convergent, so I want to try that out, and I got it. I made an adjustment. I just put some 8-pound fluorocarbon on there, and then if the fish are finicky, I'll go with a lighter line, and I'll throw maybe like a stick type bait, Cinco, or right there I got some grande bass. And I also am curious. I know I've been out there before, and I'm gonna go to the Hubbard Lake. I think I'm gonna go to Lake 1, and I've also tried throwing a tube. So I might throw a tube. I know it's not very popular down south, but it's an old method of fishing, and it's a finesse style that it imitates cross. So that might be a route I try too. So I'm gonna go with these baits, and it may be a bust, but I'll take the challenge. So we'll see you on the water. All right, guys, I'm here out by myself. Made it out here. It doesn't look as windy as I thought it was gonna be. So I don't know how I'm gonna approach this. I'm just gonna try to cover water. I think first bait I'm gonna throw is the rattle trap, and from there I'll make adjustments. I want to just try to cover water and see if I can get a reaction strike, see if they're active first, and then I'll go from there. So just stay tuned, and hopefully maybe I can land one for you. Welcome back. Well, I came out here and I wanted to try the little mouth of this little creek that goes up in here, and I kind of just threw the rattle trap around, tried to see if I can get a reaction strike. Nothing, and I switched over to a Cinco, and I've worked all that area right there. So I think what I'm gonna do is start my way back down and work this. I would consider it the dam of this lake. So I'll probably just flip a Cinco all the way down in there, and then I'll work my way around, try to find a pocket of bass. I think they're going to be grouped up together, so if I can find one, there might be more than one. So stay tuned. Got my first hit. Let's see if I can. It's just so hard to get the boat in position to. Spook them either, All right, guys. Well, I only had that one bite, and haven't got anything since then. I'm going to use the wind, and I'm going to just let the boat drift down this bank all the way down, and I may come back again and try a different bait. I may throw a popper. I like that added little grass pocket right there. I might try throwing a frog in that on the way back, but I might downside it to like a little one. So just stay tuned. Hopefully I can get something. The bite, it seems like it is tough, but I do like the challenge, so we'll see. He threw it because I was just trying to record. I made a quick adjustment. All right, guys, tell me what y'all think. I'll switch to the tube. Man, I couldn't tell if that was moss or if that was, or grass, if that was a fish. And then all of a sudden, he started pulling, drag. It was a good fish, 2-pounder. Anyways, well, what I'm using is these inserts that go into tubes. And what you do is you slide it in the tube like that, all the way through, and then you get your hook. See if I can kind of explain how this works. I haven't done it very often, but man, it's the first cast I got a good hit. All right, now your weight insert will be in the inside, so when that's in the inside, all you got to do is go through the top of your tube like that, like so, and that's going through that and then out like this. So that's how I got this rig up going right now. Yeah, so I got kind of an exposed hook, so he threw that hook off. See if I can get it back to where I had it. See, and all I had the bait was sitting like this, just like that. So that hook's exposed. So when that fish hits it, bites down, and boom. And all I did, see if they're still out there. And I'm hoping I found the pocket too. Threw out deep, about there, and then I'm just letting it sink to the bottom. And then I'll jerk it up, and what that bait is doing is coming up and then fluttering down. Let's see. And the bite wasn't any ticking. It just loaded up, basically. I didn't push the... Still nothing. I'm coming up bust. I'm getting frustrated. Tied on a whopper plopper, and I just had a blow up on it, so... It's just so hard to get this boat in position, and I just ran out of battery juice, so I'm gonna have to paddle it back. Let's see if I can grab this fish. Oh, camera. It'd be nice to catch one on a whopper plopper for you. That was the work. I gotta fly to Utah in the morning. So anyways, let's try this flat here, this open grass flat, and see if we can get a blow up on the whopper plopper. We'll work this grass line here. Hopefully there's one that wants to. Well, I'm gonna throw this little popper on there and downsize the bait, and smaller hooks. With that whopper plopper, it's just a bigger profile bait. I don't think they were striking at it, but they weren't getting hooked. So I also wanted to get take the time to show you how to tie a polymer knot. It's one that I use a lot. So all you do is you'll run your, I don't know if you can see that, you'll run your line through the ring, and then you'll go back through the opposite direction of it. And now you got the bait hanging on the line coming back through the first time and second time. And then all you do is you just tie a knot, but you leave that loop out, and that's where the bait's going to go through. So all I'm doing is tying a knot on the first line, and then what I'll do is I'll open it up and then run it through, and then all you do is cinch down. And that is your polymer nuts. Got one. Oh, broke off. Broke off. Taking it off. I think the thing is you cannot set the hook hard maybe with fluorocarbon. But yeah, he broke off. My only bite. Anyways. A little one. Finally. Texting and trying to run this trolling motor. Then he threw it off. Way to go. Picked up on one. Maybe I'll land this guy. Jumpers. So. Well, top of the mouth. And that seems to be what's working. I changed to a black Cinco, and ever since I changed to a black Cinco, seems like I'm getting more hits on it. So, see? All right, guys, I just saw some activity right here. It looks like a whole bunch of bait fish was schooled up right here. I just threw my Cinco in that pocket to see if maybe they're grouped up in there.